Hello, Ice here, Ninja Gaiden. So, I Ate Your Pie has another Discord Wars going on. I've chosen Team Ninja versus Team Pirate. Or rather, the enemy is Team Pirate. And for some points, I'm trying to beat Ninja Gaiden in one sitting. I hope this video is not 5 hours long. I've never beaten this game before. I have been to stage 2-2 before because even though I want this to mostly be my first playthrough, I wanted to just throw one credit into the game to check, like, feasibility. Can I get up on there? I feel like there's something I want in that lantern, but whatever. Oh, this is how you get up there. Oh, here's the spin slash anyway. So you can still normal slash in the air if you hold down. Conserve that ninja power. Oops. You can also mess up and not hold down and not conserve your ninja power. Oh, you can also accidentally switch items. You know, there are a variety of things you can do with the spin slash. Alright, managed to deal with his most powerful attack of walking forward. Had to focus a bit there. Seem to be following me. Who's there? A person. A gun? We're dead. I didn't actually watch the cutscene earlier when I tried the game. Ow. Anesthetic. Oh, we were tranquilized. Favor to ask. Why'd you shoot us? Make this an escape? What's this statue? There's no time to explain. I'm you from the future. Wait, what? Yeah, who are you? Yeah, didn't you try to kill me? Someone's coming, be careful. Didn't want on that wall. Points! Wait. What's the purpose of this? Oh. We're fine though. Didn't get Ninja Gaiden, despite the fact that we're playing Ninja Gaiden. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Going rather well. Oh. I should probably not open so many lights while I'm standing in them. Nice. Oops. Was trying to get extra ninpo and there wasn't even any in there. Oh, traded out my weapon. Let's see, I have heard you die if you don't actually climb the ladder. Yeah, I've watched 2 guides on this game, so this, like, isn't blind at all, despite it being, like, my first time actually, like, being this far in the game. Yeah, someone on Team Ninjas named Muck1000. Muck is in, like, the Pokemon, and 1000 is in the number. Made one. And then I also watched Ryu's debunking the difficulty. Ow. And enemies sure like being spawned. Uh-oh. Yeah, that was a bad position. I think if I just hadn't moved forward after doing the slice, I would have survived there. But that's Ninja Gaiden. Alright, we got bumps the other way, we're fine. Uh-oh. I missed my spin slash. That'll happen. Yeah, there was spin slash around here. Alright. Tried to time that so that the enemy would actually be, like, on the side that was towards me. Well, I guess since I got the fire, I can use it here. Oh, and I didn't press the attack button. When I should have. Yeah, we start on 2-2 though. This isn't bad. Stars. Don't die to the ladder. Alright. Oh, there was health in there. And there was invincibility, which does cost me my held weapon, but it would have been really convenient if that one had a weapon in it. Alright, already back to where I was checkpointed to before. Wait for you to turn around. Oh hey, that guy despawned. That's convenient. You can jump up ledges, huh? Oh! The same place. So you lose half your ninpo when you die? That's interesting. I don't know if there's like any rhyme or reason to that enemy's attacks, much like Hammer Bros from Mario. Yeah, wait, can't they like... Huh. Couldn't keep him despawned this time. Bye. Okay, just needed a little more patience. So yeah, I'd heard the spin slash was good at bosses, but I think I missed outright. But the boss isn't hard anyway. Alright, making good time so far. I set aside 5 hours to do this. bizarre statue anyway? Who was that woman? Of course, stage 6, the final stage, is not so nicely checkpointed. So, yeah, maybe in that time I set aside, we'll get good at stage 6. Maybe this isn't even the session I'm gonna beat the game in and I have to start it over later. You must be Walter Smith. That sword! Of course. I'm just grooving to the music. Had been stolen. Or at least you thought it had? Was it not actually stolen? Shinobi? Is it in all caps because it's like an organization? I know it's also just a word, but... Okay. So 2 statues and a temple. Therefore, oh. And now I've got it, my friend. After him. Alright, we're gaming again. Never have to do any part of stage 2 again unless I don't finish the game in this session. Also, we've got birds now. Oh, the time has stopped. Go, go, go. Ow. Alright, we're fine. Oh, that was health. Nice. Just run. You had to actually be towards the bottom of the edge of the screen. Oh, that was all of 3-1. Nice. I just had a feeling that guy was gonna shoot. Well, at least I despawned the bird. Oh, right, you throw your stuff off the top of the screen. Thanks. Points! Oh! Maybe you don't run directly into dudes. Bye. Oh, I'm actually dead of hit points. It can happen. Yep, whatever. Just go. Oh, you actually got one to not despawn, huh? Okay, nice. Bounce towards the enemy, at least. Oh, it's this part. I've been warned of this part. There's gonna be like a bird that spawns. Okay. I didn't actually hit the bird, but we're fine. Oh. Yep, I'm dead. Game over, except we're fine. I don't think I even lost my checkpoint effectively. Cause yeah, you always, bosses are never checkpoints. It'd be nice to get to the boss with more HP. Also, it'd be nice to get to the boss with Flame Wheel, but I don't know if there is one here. I've seen that boss fought with Flame Wheel before, and it looked pretty good. Oh, the enemy despawned. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't realize I was at that jump. Maybe I should head down there and see what's in there. Simply. It's just some ammo. Or rather, ninja power. I go for that light. Oh, how do you get down to that platform? I guess you have to stay on the lower level the whole time? Hey, I'm busy. Oh yeah, that's still points. Hasn't changed since the last time I picked it up. Oops. Well, I'm nearly dead again. Oh, I'm out of ninja power. Okay, so it turns out if you just are aggressive... I don't know, maybe it's just my natural rhythm happened to work once I decided to just, like, wait where the boss was gonna show up. Anyway, we got back the demon statue and felt a strange premonition. Dr. Smith! Ryu, the light demon statue, was taken. The light statue? Yes, your father and I, we each kept one of the statues. Just in case. That the two statues would never become one. The demon's been asleep for 700 years. That's kind of a weird number. Usually it's some sort of power of 10, isn't it? Like 100 or 1,000. Usually not 10. You don't be like, The demon's been sealed for 10 years. Or 1, that's technically a power of 10. Come with us. Act 4. Wait, is this a play? It's got acts. It's the CIA. It's the SAU, Special Auxiliary Unit. Getting right to the point. Wait. Wanna know why you killed Smith? We didn't kill him, but we'll fill you in on what we know. Okay. I immediately trust you now that you haven't killed Smith. Amazon, ancient ruins, possibly the temple where the demon's body is kept. I'm solving this NES era plot. You wouldn't believe it. Alright, nobody's gone close to these ruins since some professor decided they should be sealed or something. A man moved in. Guardia did something. The Jackio. Isn't that like phase 2 of the final boss? Yes, the temple. You're sure spelling out this plot. Alright. When a black moon shone. Okay. Black moons are shiny. Got it. The person that brings the demon back to life will gain power, or the demon will gain power? Also, I hope my audio balance is, like, actually reasonable in any way. I didn't do a test recording. Okay. The woman was with the CIA. They're after you. Because we have a statue, or because they specifically are after us? Use this and go to their headquarters. Use what? A helicopter? Or what? Oh, we'll be paid. Excellent. I mean, the whole thing about, like, stopping the demon, that just didn't interest us. Okay, if we say no, we apparently already know what will happen. It is a helicopter. Wait, no, that's a plane. I looked at the top and it just reminded me of a propeller a little, but then there's also one on the front. Alright, 4-1. By main level number, we're halfway through the game. By actual video time, probably not even close. Alright, I remember, oops. I was about to say, I remember being told you should just be aggressive on this one and get him before he shoots. Oops. Hey, spin slash. Oh, I'm out of energy. Good to know. If that was a scenario where you have to not kill the enemy. Because if you do, it'll just respawn and mess up your jump. Ow. There was a bullet there. Oh! Suddenly cutscene. So that's probably another checkpoint. Still cruising. Oh, hey, it's this song. Oops, wasted my spin slash immediately. An hourglass that I just like missed. See, that's health. I remember. Nice. That was another copy of Spin Slash, but I need some ninja power. Oh, or I can just get rid of Spin Slash and still not have ninja power. Alright, watch out for the hole. I've been warned of that. Oh, you have projectiles. Can I wait for him to come down here and... No, I can't. Maybe if I'm just here, though? Alright, this didn't work at all. Well, it kinda worked. Alright, since they were still on screen, they didn't spawn again. Points! For a moment I was like, do I remember anything about this jump? I didn't. Apparently I threw my star directly into the light source. They're unbeatable. Oh, you're supposed to jump up here. Okay. What if you can... I don't know. Alright. He went to space! Oh, I didn't have ninja power. Alright, they're on a regular pattern, just... Oh, hey, health. Flame wheel, huh? I remembered being told to jump over that guy. Or at least try to get far enough right that you'll be bumped right. Oh, I got stuck on a wall that you don't really want to get stuck on, huh? The iframes are not great. Alright. Let's try to be better. Yeah, you just jump before you attack those guys, because they're about to jump. It's that easy. Oh, hey. Last time? I remember being told that these guys don't shoot when they're actually on the ground. So if you just like stay under one of the pillars, they also tend to like jump above you. like a little aggressive. Oh. Oh, does only one of them actually have the boss health bar? I noticed some of my strikes didn't seem to be doing damage. Yeah, we just followed them around the room, and it's that easy. Alright. Dropped 50 frames so far. That's probably pretty watchable. Oh, I've come a long way to bring them the demon statue. We're not giving it to him, though. You know what you're saying? What? Who's saying what? Oh, Ryu. It's the CIA agent that we don't really have much reason to care about. This is goodbye. Have a nice day. Oh! And we're dead. Again. Oh, the girl's gonna be a sacrifice? You needed a sacrifice too? Not just 2 statues in a temple? And the Dark Moon? Or whatever? Black Moon? That is a creepy face to go with that evil laughter. Alright, Act 5. Kinda expected, as soon as I committed to that jump, that first bat of the level would just destroy me. Alright. Tanked some hits, let's make sure not to respawn that enemy. Bye? Oh. I like that I can even destroy their projectiles. Oh, nice. Got him. See, I was like right on there. Wait a minute. Jump over the bat. Oh, I thought I could grab onto that. But I remembered that there was some way to get up that with just the one. Uh-oh. Dang. That was, I think, the end of 5-1. Oh well. I keep forgetting that I need to hit start. What to, like, continue. Okay, there was the sub-weapon. I should really pay attention to the sub-weapon costs that aren't the spin slash. I know the spin slash costs 5. Okay, this also costs 5. Is there a bat? Maybe that's later. Killed him twice with the same star. No, just go. 5-2, yeah. Progress, and I immediately take a hit. hey, there's a part where you need to do like that same formation the other direction. And it's supposed to be pretty hard. Oh. Got spin slash again. Ow. Ow. Bye, bird. I guess if you're approaching slow enough, you can't actually let them land. No, I think I need to be on the upper level. Oh! They can make it up, huh? Alright. Still got a spare one up. If I die enough to game over, though, I will lose a little progress. Alright. Hurried before the guy came up. How much does that bird do? Alright, this jump, except... Uh-oh. If you can do it fast enough, you're supposed to be able to go over the level, but I think I'm just gonna have to do, like, the intended strat. Not good enough at single wall climbs to cheese that. Uh-oh. I forgot. There's a bird there. Uh-oh. Back to the start of 5-2. I remembered that I needed to hit start, though. We're improving. At our game over tech. Exactly what you want to be improving at. Trust me, I have played video games before. Just despawn them, I guess. Alright, way to lose all my health. Oh, those only cost 3. We found a reason for them to have multiplied all the costs by 5. Alright, so that part gets really bad if I actually let one of the gray guys catch up. Oh, I forgot the bat. Alright. It's funny, even without the spin slash, I'm holding down on a lot of my attacks. Yeah, I thought that was an actual weapon. Alright, back here with 2 lives again. Okay, remember the bat. Could have gone better, but I'm here with 2 lives. Oh. There we go. Got it that way instead. Gotta jump over that bird, or else it'll just keep respawning. Alright, 5-2 is done. Maybe I should have just taken an intentional game over to reset my lives and my health. Oh yeah, we've got jetpack ninjas now. Like, this isn't Ninja Turtles. Not allowed jetpack ninjas. Bye? That guy just despawned himself. Oh, the bat. They lay traps. But hey, at least I don't have to do 5-2 again. The second trap. Okay, so just immediately like duck and slash that tiger or cheetah, whatever it is. I feel like I'm being a bit slow on the reaction of all the like fast ground enemies. Should not have walked left at all. That's just asking for enemies to respawn. Backtracking at all, that is. Okay. Bat. There's gonna be a bat and then a tiger or something. Okay. Don't even need to duck. Oh! The ambush! Almost never happens in this game. Alright, got that without accidentally clinging to the wall. And then I don't spawn the bat before I jump, so I die. Oh, now I'm out of ninja power. I can get this, but it's not gonna do anything here. Oh. Yeah, let's just have ninja power when we get there. That sounds like a plan. Heard the sword swing, but I was a little slow. Whatever, it's just 1 point of damage, and we're not dying to damage lately. Okay. You need him to be able to walk back far enough to despawn. But, I think that's the guy that ambushed me before. Just have to let him walk to the left. Oops. Why did I jump up? That bird was not yet threatening me. Probably just keep going and it'll despawn. Okay, but then you need to actually slash the enemy instead of miss your slash. Uh-oh. I wonder if I held right if I would have made it. Alright, we're making progress though. I'm still very concerned about stage 6 and its bosses. But, not as concerned about getting there. I think we'll do it. on the slash. I still have enough ninja power for one more proper attempt with the way I've been doing it. Wait for that guy to pass. Watch out for the bird. Oh, I didn't rush forward enough to despawn the bird. Oh, I don't have the power anymore. Definitely a tough screen. Unless you just rush it. Oh, this is still 5-3. Oh no. Oh wait, I remember this part. We're fine. I am Malth. You'll never get past me. Then I must defeat you. You're as bold as your father, but he is a much better swordsman. You know my father? Come and fight, young Hayabusa. They really leave the text on the screen for long enough. Oops, didn't mean to bump the jump button. Hope I don't lose now. I did lose. But yeah, you can just damage race that boss, and I've heard it's very hard to actually, like, try to fight him, like, for real. But I, messed it up. But I think we can get back there. Done it once. Also, that cutscene does give you a full heal. So there's no possibility of getting there with too little health to actually do the damage race. Okay, so I really ate a lot of damage to those flying ninjas. Oh, hey! Oh, no! I thought the, enemy wouldn't respawn because it was still on the right side of the screen, but I guess I scrolled it off and, yeah. Oh, yeah, the green guy. Can't forget that one. Alright, can I, like, get all the way on top if I try to, like, do this? No, but I can proceed to the lower screen. Okay. What's the purpose of that whole top area? Can't seem to climb like that. Yeah, once I let that guy start shooting, it was kind of over. I need to have a star. Besides, we want to have more lives for the later sections anyway. Have I once gotten by that one enemy without taking a hit? Maybe, but I don't think so, actually. Oh no! The knockback direction. Didn't I get him? Uh-oh. Alright, I'm just gonna die. Fresh set of lives. just jump over that enemy. Not sure why I have such trouble slicing it. Maybe I should also handle the, you know... What do I have there with 10 ammo? I guess there was one fewer thing I broke. Alright, and then just jump again. Let you run off. Alright. Oh, I hesitated. This is not a hesitation zone. Alright. No. But at least they despawned. Oh! Did the guy throwing stuff from above snipe me, or was it the guy in white? Whatever, made it this time. Back to the boss. Again with 0 lives. Skip the cutscene this time. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. Alright. Time for the final stage. Killed? It is true that we fought, but your father is alive. Liar. Okay, if you proceed further, you will see him. But it will be the last thing you see. Gaiden. Alright. I seem to remember 6-1 has no checkpoints in it. Six-2 is the checkpoint. So yeah, just do whatever we can to get there, and then we can take the game over here, most likely. I'm just gonna play it out instead of, like, taking it up on purpose, though. Sure, it looks so much like that's what I was doing. Alright. Once more, with feeling. Uh-oh. Don't wanna... Oh, no! The forceful wall grabs. Okay, got him that time. Oh no! I think I would have been fine if I just stood there and tanked the damage. Alright, didn't end up grabbing any walls there. Acceptable. What's in here? I think it was ninja power. Wouldn't mind if the game wanted to show me a sub-weapon. Whatever. I was pretty low on HP. some point want to figure out a better way to do that. That guy I'm really not sure, just tank it, I guess. Okay, the spin slash was there, and also I'm at a game over again. There's anything like good in... Hey, there's a sub-weapon around here. Oh. You need ninja power to operate sub-weapons. Maybe if I ducked, it would have gone over. Still, working out that part. No. I just respawned that guy, didn't I? Yeah. At least I'm only taking one hit there as a result. Oh no. Yeah, just tank it there. It's like the fourth jetpack guy that actually results in falling to my death usually. Well, that's as far as we made it. I wonder if that's actually worth grabbing. Guess get this. Okay, so that can be used there to not take a hit. Oops. And then I expertly fall to my death. Gonna not bother with the sub-weapon this time. No. Oops. Yeah, that part once the bat spawns is fairly bad. Oh, that was a different sub-weapon. Oh! It knocked me left. Alright. Game's gonna offer spin slash in a bit. Might want to be interested in some ninpo. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. I need to actually deal with that one. Ah. If I just positioned a little different, it might have been possible to get booped all the way onto the platform. I did the jump facing backwards, so I couldn't get speed. That's a roughly working strategy. I feel like almost is the strategy that I want to use. Except for the part where I face the wrong direction at the end. Doesn't matter if I actually hit that guy. Uh-oh. Actually are required to hit that one. Alright. Is this 6-3? No. Would have been nice. Excuse me? Huh. Oh wait, I'm not dead. I think that is one you just want to rush. Oh, I'm caught. Yeah. Okay. So let's just get through this like we did just a bit ago. And then actually figure out the next section. Okay, landed that slash. Yeah, I've seen advice that you should try to grab onto the stone platform to the left of the platform I was on. And then just tank hits there because you don't get knocked around while you're grabbed onto a wall. But then I haven't actually implemented that advice at any point. Wait, just there's an actual wall. I don't have to try to single wall climb there. Oh. Oh, I also changed sub-weapons. Oh no! I don't know how those behave. Now I have no sub-weapon here. Spin slash was pretty nice. Oh, I'm out of info. Just the climb room. The room where you climb. Ah, actual hit point death. Alright. I mean, the practice will be useful for after I die to the final boss. mean, if we're not gonna master this section, what's the point of even beating it, right? Oh, why did I jump? We're not supposed to jump there. We're supposed to do our best to slice some shuriken out of the air, but tank what we don't. Nice to still have Spin Slash. I think that's the first time that bat got me. I've usually actually been successfully slicing it. Oops. Gotta land on the platform. This Ninpo. And then I don't want to respawn the enemy. Alright, I have 5 more for the first guy, but then I don't have any for the bat. Except that's a Ninpo. Now I'm out. It's points. Oh, right. Oops. And I changed weapon. And I have no energy. Alright, for some reason, descending towards them and slicing seems to work pretty well. I'm here with lives. Uh-oh. I know I'm supposed to let that, like, Hammer Bro enemy despawn, but I'm apparently not ready for the birds that continually respawn while I'm on that platform. Well, birds and bats. And, like, running, jumping guys. Oh. Alright. But we did make it to that section again after not too long. The plan is to try to, like, carry through Spin Slash. My current lives don't really matter that much. And that might be what the plan is. That is Ninpo. If I broke it while I was in range of the collectible... Escape? Oh, I collected fire. Huh. try here with a sub-weapon, although not the one I wanted. Okay, so I need to like slash as soon as I jump because of the appearing birds. Oh, I was too far right. Okay. Whatever. We'll just get back there again. It's not a problem. What I actually want to do here. Not quite that. Where'd that bird come from? Didn't realize there was one that spawns there. Quite catch the edge. I mean, if I need spin slash to do this room, I need spin slash to do this room. Can I like spawn the bat in advance? No, not really. Get there without... Okay. This is already final life, though. Ah. The bird was good enough at following me horizontally. My spin slash ended before destroying the... whatever. Okay, that time we actually got the thing destroyed. Uh-oh. 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 Yeah, you don't want to grab that pole. Or whatever it is, stack of oil drums. Huh, you fired right away. Wait, aren't I supposed to have 20 info here? Not that I think it matters for any of the strategies I've actually been successfully doing. Oh, right. Don't jump there. It's not worth it. Last time I didn't grab that second info pickup. Get the timing for actually slicing the next bullet. I let the most basic enemy in the game... Well, actually, wait, every enemy in this game is basic. I let a basic enemy, placed on flat ground, totally destroy me. Oh, no power. Final life. Know how to deal with you and nobody else. Yeah, that bird, it comes up just fast enough. But if you kill it, it respawns. I guess kill it, then immediately, like, go jump. Got back fast enough that they just didn't respawn. Just wanted to check, that's a sub-weapon. I switched sub-weapons and I don't even have energy. Alright, got here with full lives. Bit more practice time. Don't just go there. Uh-oh. Hey! Still 6-2, huh? Oh! And the fact that I got hit also respawned the bird. Don't get hit. Smiley face. 4. 6-3. Only have to do 6-2 after at least getting an attempt on the final boss. Weird to have just like an easy platforming room there. Oh, no, I had ninja power. I must have been in hit stun when I tried to use my weapon. Still, it's a 6-3 time. Can't we just, like, climb up? Maybe not. There is a spin slash there, though. Well, that kinda worked. Not sure I want to take that damage, but it kinda worked. Oh, I end up picking up shurikens. Yeah, I never did get good at fighting flea men in Castlevania. I didn't have ninja power. Oh, well that's not ninja power. What am I supposed to do with that? Oh, I was low on health. I, like, look at my health so little, because it matters so, like, not often. Seldomly, infrequently, also known as not often, apparently. Alright, yeah, if we just tank one hit there, then we can die to a bird. Okay, cool. Like figure out what I did before, but it's probably not worth it. Like, just kill the cannon after coming up there. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, it's the birds that come from below are quite a nuisance. Perhaps if I had not missed my attack on the melee enemy, or rather the humanoid enemy. Respawn the bird. Oh wait, I can use multiple walls. And I can die of damage. Alright, made it farther. Oh yeah, there's a... Yeah. The time stop is quite good. Alright, I'm back here. Time stop is still good. There's a lot of nonsense there. Definitely want to remember where that time stop was. This one? Yeah. It's boss time. You deserve praise for making it this far. Where are you? Show yourself. But even you cannot defeat the masked devil. No one can beat me. Even your father? What? Father was not killed. He has been turned into the masked devil. No. It will be entertaining to watch father and son fight to the death. Wake up, father. No use. He thinks only of killing you. This is my destiny, Mouth was telling the truth. What is that sentence? Got to think clearly. Father's eyes, they show he's controlled like a puppet. I break the control. But what is controlling him? Wonder if it's the thing that you can see in the cutscene. That's it! Flashing. So I remember multiple techniques for dealing with this fight. One is being better at quick slashes than I am. I should have practiced that more. Alright, we do get our health back between phases. And also, even though we get reset all the way to 6-1, if I die here, that phase is dead forever. Father, where am I? Ryu, are you Ryu? Yes, father. Arg, he's awake. The Jackio! You both will die. Watch out! Father. Ryu. Got to get them for me. Father! Your day has come, Jackio. I hope it has. Alright, so stick to the ground, dodge some fireballs, or something. Not doing so well so far. Yeah, actually taking a hit from the boss's body deals like 3 damage as well. Okay, gotta beat stage 6 again. Only got 2 hits in. This could take a few attempts. And yeah, it doesn't even matter if you game over or not. You always get sent to 6-1 for losing there. Can I not die to a single cannon again? Nice. Is there a spin slash around here somewhere? Oh, I didn't have sub-weapon energy. Alright, there's the game over. Oh, there's the spin slash. Alright. And we're back into familiar territory. Uh-oh. Maybe not as familiar as I'd hoped. Do that part a little differently since I already had spin slash. Oh, right. Bat, huh? Wasn't even a weapon. I'm getting majorly beat up here. Alright, but at least I get to go to the next screen, and I do have a life. Oh, but it's this part. Oh, is that low, huh? Door? I mean, probably makes sense to just die here, but might as well remember the beginning of 6-3. Nice to see that I got past 6-2 again so fast, though. Oh. Do those guys in white actually, like, take 2 hits or anything? Oops. I think if I go all the way to the right, I'll respawn the enemy. Alright. Made it decently far on that life where I was already hurt. Without the cannon there, you can get up there with the spin slash. changed weapon. At this point, I'm starting to wonder if the secret to phase 2 of the boss is just gonna be to get there with Spin Slash. Oh, although now I'm already too late in the level. I need practice here anyway. So I am gonna play it out. Even though it would cost me needing to do 6-1 and 6-2 again if I make it to the boss and then just die. Oh, I should've... Wait, I didn't have Ninpo anyway. I was starting to say I should've just thrown flames from the ground. Alright, so I need to learn where the weapons are and where the ninja power is, I guess. Not hitting the lights is not a great way to learn that. Alright, so we go up. Let me do that. Those are both point bags. Those are both Ninpo. Oh, and then I die and lose Spin Slash. Cause yeah, I need practice. If I'm gonna try to Spin Slash that enemy, I need to time it so that they're at the right end of the platform instead of the left. Was there a bird there? Right, because normally I rush left if I'm gonna get through that section. And that results in the bird, like, despawning itself or something. I guess the flame could also be pretty good if I make it to the boss with it. Oh wait, upper route. I want the cannon gone. Middle one. Okay. So yeah, normally, when you beat phase 1 of the boss, it does stuff similar to, like, oops, similar to end of stage, where it takes your weapon away. But now if I go back there, I actually will have whatever weapon I managed to reach the boss room with. Of course, I believe I'll also have whatever health I managed to reach the boss room with. So I'm going to need to be much better at this. Oh, that's another flame thing. That's another flame. Isn't this the boss room? I'd rather just die. So that I have maybe more than a hit point. I guess I better find out what's up here. That's a health potion. Oh. Might want to take that massive enemies a little slower and actually use my sub-weapon a little. Oh. Huh. So the very last thing... Ow. Alright, that's apparently all the assistance I get from my sub-weapon. Alright. So yeah, I definitely need to learn how to actually attack him. It's tough the way he moves back and forth and can move into you. And he's also shooting. Oops. At this point, I feel like that boss would be hard even if it didn't shoot. Like, your sword range isn't that good. Oh, I don't have any more Spin Slash. Because I used it weirdly in that room. No, this is the last life of the continue. And I got stuck on the oil drums repeatedly. I jumped, but it was fine. It's not even Ninpo. Oops. Thanks, bird. I'm still dead. Okay. Because we need to think about the boss doesn't mean we can do this part sloppy. Why did I go backwards? Since when has there been one down there? Just adding enemies to the game. Patched it. might want to try making that jump. Oh no. Oh no. I jumped because I was trying to spin slash the enemy in front of me. I should've, wait, wouldn't have mattered if I took the shuriken. I have no lives. I don't think I'm beating this room with no lives. And no health. Late on the swing. I don't think they would have respawned over there, but it is necessary to kill them. Oh, that works. How did I kill the cannon but not the bullet? Oh yeah. So did something weird happen with the screen just there? Alright. Back here again. What's this screen again? It's somehow, like, not memorable. See, there are dudes. Maybe just wait for them to be a little farther from the edge. Ah, door. It's the part with the door. Got it. Alright, got no health, but a lot of ninpo and spin slash. But I think I'm probably gonna die to that part with the thrower guy. It's like here. Yeah. Because I also like was trying to avoid grabbing the flame whale. Where'd that guy come from? Alright, full set of lives, another chance at the spin slash. maybe not respawned that guy. Or at least once I did, I should have killed him. Oops. Yeah, I don't know how to get through there cleanly at all. Yeah, don't hit that one. These are just points. I guess it looks something like that. Oh, bird. I was supposed to just go. Missed my slash. I want the info there. This is the double pickup. Didn't even kill the guy I wanted to kill. Oh, the bird died to that one too. Like that the invincibility lasts long enough to do nothing. Oh, and... Can I just, like, kill you from there? No. Oh. The actual direct death from the bird. Respected. Yep. Oh, I can just do that now. Since I'm not trying to, oops. Not trying to carry Spin Slash through this time. Oh yeah, hit that hourglass. Alright. So I'm here missing like 4 health. 5? And then I take 3 there. Yeah, you don't have enough air control to back away from the boss while you're slicing. And yet I keep falling for the exact same thing. I think I just need to get Spin Slash there. I believe you can just like totally shred the boss if you do that. It seems like plausible to do, even though I haven't like managed it yet, obviously. Yeah, 6-1, not a big deal, just rush to the end. both need spin slash and at least probably 10 ammo. Yeah, let's just oops, do that part the way we normally do it. I didn't pick up as much ninja power as usual. I don't think my ninja power route is quite that tight though. If you just inch towards those and slash, you eventually get them. Oops. Oh no! It was perfect, except for I didn't move right far enough. Let's go. Final life. Again, though, like, got stuck on the pillar and couldn't fight properly. Just gotta learn to deal with it, though. It's part of the game. That's a sub-weapon. Uh-oh. Got 2 lives here. Oh! My spin slash must have ended because I landed or something. I was trying to just spin slash that bird. It does seem easier than dealing with it coming up from below or something. Alright, well, we made it up here. Are allowed to die here once. Door time. Okay. Back to 6-3. this is enough health for the upcoming section for me. Just if I do that. And that. Oh, well, now I changed weapons. Do I just, like, die again? And, like... Maybe I just insist on Spin Slash for the final boss. There are only a couple sections where, like, I haven't quite worked out how to get through without accidentally losing my sub-weapon. Oops, didn't want to use it there. Alright, that's just points. Oh! They made it up! And then I just take 2 more deaths. Because we're beyond the last Spin Slash in the game. Respawned the green jumpy guy while just trying to get the Ninpo. And I hope this is worth it. Like, when I finally do get there with Spin Slash, it, like, actually kills the boss. There are a lot of sections where I'm too afraid to accidentally break a thing now, though. So my strategy here was, like, jump over the first thing. Oh, yeah, I need to attack after landing there. The Spin Slash doesn't actually ever hit because of the way that enemy moves while I'm trying to also keep moving so I avoid the bird. As long as I keep moving, it's like an auto-scroller, so things happen the same way. Okay, that was all kinds of mistakes. Or, well, it was one kind of mistake. I got hit repeatedly. First thing, jump over the enemy. Oh, right. Oop, got the enemy killed, but I died in the process. It's a little harder to do all the motions on the controller to slice in front of me. Alright, 2 hits there is pretty acceptable. Besides, I've been dying to instant death anyway. They got me. And by the time I actually get past that, I'm gonna have no idea what to do on the rest of the level. Plus that final section has like so many item boxes that actually have weapons in them. Maybe I should try to like get there a few times and then just not go in the boss room, so that I don't get reset all the way. Do those always jump when they get close to you? Nope. Again, I get on the platform, I hit the attack button, we can hear the slash, and it's just a little too slow. I guess that thing I was thinking about like practicing the later parts, I didn't end up going for. Jump again. And since I have Spin Slash, I can just use it there. That? No, that's a weapon. That's points. That's energy. That's energy as well, but I didn't get it. Deal with that guy. Probably by freezing time. What if I can just ram my way through with hit points? Okay, maybe it was a bad idea to go in the boss room, but I did make it here with the spin. Oh! Yeah, it's that good, huh? Okay, so I've never learned how to beat phase 2 of that fight. Excellent. We're not done, but we do get a full heal. I should have practiced Quick Slash while I wasn't in the boss fight. Could have just taken as many game overs as I wanted from timeout. Yeah, I gotta throw the demon statues out of the temple before the black moon shines. But, oops, the black moon's shining. What if the way I beat this phase is I just beat the whole level again and bring Spin Slash again? Uh-oh. Yep, barely lost the fight. Whatever, we can just do it again. We can bring Spin Slash again. We are the masters of stage 6, except for the boss at this point. Well, that's probably exaggerating things. Okay, let him fire. That wasn't the Spin Slash. That wasn't either. Alright, and just use your resources. Make it out of 6-1. Already done with 6-1. You'd probably just die at this point. out of power. Yeah, definitely spent my energy wrong in that room. Or like forgot to get a pickup or something. Oh, it's, yeah, I had Spin Slash early, so I used it on guys I don't normally use it on. Okay, wasn't actually killed for jumping there. Facing the wrong way. Yep, I got caught in the infinite. There's no escaping that. Except I could have probably like climbed higher, and it would have given me more time to like try to carefully adjust my position and facing on the way down or something. I guess thinking about last time I reached the final boss, I had like 4 HP. Maybe it's more okay to... I think getting there with health is probably more valuable than getting there with any particular sub-weapon at this point. Not that I'm sure how to get through that end section with any amount of health. Again, it was still in the ground. I needed to wait a little more before I jumped if I was going to take advantage of the Spin Slash. Oh no. Okay. Alright. Made it up the ladder, still have a life. Alright, but we're back to 6-3. How many times have I had to loop through this level? I mean, I should probably just die here, right? But why die there when I can die to the instant death pit that's coming up? Or something? I don't know, just practicing the first part of 6-3, I guess. Oh, they got me. Okay. I'm at least gonna try to carry Spin Slash to the boss. More importantly, like, carry health to the boss. Fine if I'm out of ammo. Yeah. Uh-oh. I respawned the guy. You know, I'm starting to think about, like, if it would have been worth it to practice the final boss. But, like, that would have required me to beat the whole game twice. And I think we're just, like, now approaching, like, actually beat the whole game twice territory in terms of time spent. Yeah, after you move, just be patient, duck for a bit. Oh, again, a bird right below where my spin slash actually hits. Like, since I hesitated a little, I tried to hesitate a little more so I'd actually hit the bird, but it wasn't quite enough. Okay, got him without falling in the pit. Oops. I just wanted to check if that was energy, but wasted as much energy as it actually was. I remember that one's energy. So much damage there, and yeah, all of those are weapons. Wait, why'd I go in the boss? Oops. Yeah, I should have just died outside the boss chamber. Alright. Well, surely this will be the last time I have to repeat the level. Wait, where's the... There it is. Alright. Just gonna die a couple times now that we're on 6-2, and I don't have full health or credits. It was a kind of slow enemy to die to, though. Maybe I can find a faster one. Isn't there a pit coming up? Yeah, that'll work. Alright. We're approximately fine. Just drop down. Okay, that was ninja power as well. So all of the parts with an up ladder have ninja power. too far to the right. That's fine. I normally make the mistake of trying to, like, you know, kill the bird while it's still in the platform with Spin Slash there anyway. Oh, the second bird got me. I figured while the first bird was off to the left, maybe I could just make a run for it. Maybe that is what I have to do to, like, not mess it up. Alright, I think we basically got this now. X2, done again. Alright, just find something to die to. Deals 1, you deal 2. Excellent. Alright. Familiar moves I get to do. Ow. Uh-oh. Might throw off some timings. Whoa, okay. Not quite the normal strategy I like executing, but made it. But, yeah. Oh, wasn't far enough to the left. Uh-oh. Yeah, I usually like for those to not spawn. Fell again. Oh no. All the hit points. Okay, those are both ninja power. That's good to know. Okay, I was just trying to practice that section a little. Oh, I had lives. Huh? It transitioned downward before... Huh. I must have hit, like, the death plane and the actual transition at the same time. Might have been annoying if I hadn't been trying to game over anyway. I guess because he has... Well, I can probably kill the tail easily enough. But I probably want to get in the boss room with 10 ammo if I'm gonna actually try to get a Spin Slash kill. Yeah, just do that. Right, it's the next ones. I'm gonna respawn that bird, aren't I? Yeah. Alright, this screen with 15 power, and this is gonna full heal my health. respawned. Can I get your spawn point? Okay. Alright. That might be pretty good. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Well. Oh yeah, and that was to the boss. True. Kinda surprised I didn't, like, win on that one. But, I guess I didn't have perfect health. I was actually, like, only a little above half, I think. Yeah, I tanked a ton to those last, like, 3 enemies. Okay, I think I'm not gonna... no, I should really take the intentional death. Seeing if that enemy's projectiles deal any more than anything around here. Oh, at least the enemy died. Yeah, don't even go for that enemy. You can just single wall climb here. Why'd I jump down? No, that's a sub-weapon. I'm out of info anyway. Oh yeah, but there's some here. Okay. 6-2's done yet again. Doesn't really matter how many lives I have. We'll take the death here to reset my current HP. Right, 3 bullets. We're still not so low that the, health pickup wouldn't fill us up. Just gonna keep going. Pacifist strats really are the best strats there. Huh. Oh wait, just climb up normally, spin slash the dude. You need to start your spin slash before you take a hit. Right, it's the next one's ninja power. And this one. full health and 25 ninja power for this. Oh, they can still hurt you while time stop. You despawn yourself. Oh no! Well, I'll still try it. Victory! 2 hours, 33 minutes. Wake up, father, wake up. Ew, I haven't got much longer. This temple's about to break apart. Take that woman and escape. What are you saying, father? I can't just leave you. But thou must. Oh, his destiny is tied to the demon statue. Okay. I mean, if that's the reason. Wonder how many times they've used that exact same shot of just Ryu's eyes. Also, I wonder what percentage of this video was stage 6. I feel like it was at least half. I guess one other thing is, like, even if I had practiced the final boss, it would have still been possible to mess up. They detected an explosion from the satellite. Job well done, you are to kill Ryu Hayabusa. Really? What? Kill Ryu? That's right, then you are to steal the demon statues. Oh. This was your plan all along. I'll get you for this, Foster. What do they even want the demon statues for without the temple? Or does the temple also return every 700 years, like the Black Moon? Promised money, weren't we? I was like trying to figure out what they were talking about like payment and like, you know. It's Irene. The sun's coming out. It's like that one episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where the sun came out. Man, I sure share a sense of humor with myself. Oh hey, it's that music! Okay. It's not just gonna stick on the word staff forever. This game did in fact have a staff. There's probably no need to let the credits play all the way out. I let the ending finish. So yeah.